What's up, YouTube? I apparently messed up. I hit the button I always hit to go live, and it didn't go live. It just connected. So here we are. I've already opened a game. I've already been talking for a while. So yeah, I went to the friendly local board game store today, Cataclysm here, about 20 minutes from me. Awesome store, great humans. And I walked in and I bought a game. Or I didn't buy a game. I bought 3 games. But I walked in, I grabbed a game, and I grabbed that game. And yeah, Tabby, I've been talking for 10 minutes and unboxed the whole game without anyone noticing. Because again, OBS decided to change how it works. So normally I just hit start broadcast and it starts streaming and everything. But it started broadcasting, but I actually didn't hit the start streaming button. So, yep. But yeah, I got the gang. But I ended up grabbing one board game, and it was a cooperative game. And then I walked a bunch of aisles, and I picked up another game that was a cooperative game. And I walked down the aisle and found another cooperative game, and that was the Gang Deluxe Edition. So let's take a look. But yeah, the Cataclysm's awesome. This is a 3 to 10 player cooperative. I don't know if it's a trick taker. All I know is that you can go ahead and make the game between 3 to 6 of the standard version. It comes with expansion to 7 to 10. Basically, working together to steal money from the casino. I mean, that's the basic premise. It's a short game. It's 20 minutes long. I don't have too many short cooperative games. The shortest cooperative game I think I have is maybe no. Shortest cooperative game. I mean, Marvel United can be pretty short, like 40 minutes. But a 20-minute cooperative game, it's pretty short. That tops you. Aw. So yeah, short rule book. I already know it's 20 pages long. You would have seen that if I had hit the go-go juice button. But yeah, there's the gang. It does come with a playmat, which I am a sucker for playmats. This is a very nice playmat. It's pretty thick neoprene. It is anti-slip on one side, and this is not wrinkly. It's actually like 3D'd, and then underneath you can kind of see like a diagram, or is that a yeah, a diagram for a casino in the background. So, you know, you're like planning your heist. Yeah. It does come with what I feel to be pretty cheap cards for a deluxe edition. So, spoiler alert, I am a sucker for good cards, and these are very, very thin. I mean, they feel good, but I didn't even notice this before. Yeah, it's very thin. Like, you should not be able to see the background through the card. Just saying. So, a definitely knock on the quality here. You should have just thrown in like a bicycle deck. Yeah, mats are awesome. I'm a sucker for a good mat. If anyone knows me, especially my gaming group, I love the game Mlem. Mlem comes with an awesome play mat, and we play Mlem a lot. Great cooperative game. Not cooperative, it's semi-cooperative. I mean, you're working together, but you're also trying to win. And these are the other cards that come with ability. So if you don't know how to win a game of poker, if my camera would focus, boy, it's been all sorts of poopy. There's your hand ranking. So, you know, screenshot this. Go play your next game of poker, knowing the hand rankings. And then you've got all these ability cards. I have no idea what they do. And again, they are very thin. I mean, they'll probably shuffle fine, but this is my one knock on the production value. Yeah, I mean, you can probably use a standard deck of cards. I mean, yeah, I would probably just grab my own standard deck of cards. The backs are nice. I kind of dig this, but, you know, I don't think this serves a purpose. Here's some alarms. So you'll place these down to mark if an alarm has been tripped. Hey, there the camera worked this time. So that's kind of fun. Little increase. So again, the price for the deluxe edition was $32. $32. So $8 off of retail. And then this is what everyone's probably waiting for right here. The amazing gold bricky-doos made of true solid plastic, because I would be making out like making bank if they actually include a real gold bar. But these are what we're trying to get. Yeah, the design is actually really nice. And it does come with poker chips. They are not clay. They're not super nice. They are just weighted plastic stickered. These are stickered, which is nice that they come pre-stickered, because I would hate my life if I had to sticker all these myself. But they are weighted. They are weighted, so that's good. But yeah, production value. I was kind of going over this is actually where I realized I wasn't streaming. Production value, I give it a 7 out of 10, because again, it is a deluxe edition for under $40. Comes with a nice playmat, weighted chips. Sure, they're not ceramic or clay chips, but whatever. These will hold up better over time, I think. The stickers won't, but you know, the gold is nice. The cards are the only knock. I'm going to give it a big knock on the cards, because cards, you're going to be touching them all the time. And if they're super, super thin and gross and whatever, it's probably an email telling me I went live. Yep, it's an email telling me I went live. So yeah, that's my biggest knock on this, is going to be the quality of the cards, because yeah. What's up, beer, my man? The hunky beer is in chat. We got Tabby, 2 awesome streamers. Everyone should follow them. But now we can start for real. I have an actual unboxing. And it's the first game I grabbed. I knew nothing about this. I've never really read about it, but it's Leviathan Wilds. A production company I've never bought a game from. It's Moon Crabs. So like Cosmos, I got games from Cosmos. Cosmos makes the Trick Taker, the Crew, and the Crew expansion. But Leviathan Wilds is what kind of started my adventure of only buying co-op games today at the board game store. Normally I buy whatever I want, and they had other games I wanted, but I was like, you know what? I need more cooperative games in my life. We've been playing, our gaming group has been playing a lot of you versus me games. And I like cooperative games. Leviathan Wild by Moon Crab is a 1 to 4 player in 60-minute boss battler. And it had a very unique take for my video game friends, both Tabby and Beer. You've maybe heard of the game Shadows of the Colossus, where you're attacking a giant like creature, and that's the puzzle, is like you're trying to defeat the giant thing. And that's what this game is. It's no, absolutely not. No phone calls. I'm gonna hit more. No, type to reply. Can't talk right now. So yeah, this is basically Shadows of the Colossus, a board game, a very light board game version of that. So again, it's 1 to 4 player cooperative. It would have been nice if it went up to 6, but whatever. Production value looked pretty good. The price, I think, is a little high for what it is. We'll take a look when we get inside the box. But yeah, you have 8 characters and 8 classes. So basically, you pick your character, you pick your class, and you work together trying to remove the disease off these leviathans. Yeah. And that's the game. So it shares the Colossus-esque, but I do like a good boss battler. We recently played and lost every single game of another video game that I know both of you have heard of, which is Valheim, which I do have. Oh, my camera shifted a little bit. Yeah, there it is. There's Valheim. Valheim, the board game. Yeah, we were playing that and lost all 3 games that we played of that. So, yeah. Waking up, Beer. What? Mr. Beer. So, ooh, I do like a nice matte box. And I do enjoy the sounds in here. All right, let's take a look at what we got in the box. We have a rule book. Ooh, it's a very small rule book. So this is what, 20-something pages again? Exactly 20 pages again. So I do like a small rule book, and part of that rule book is solo play. Ooh, we have some very nice cardboard pieces. We have a turn tracker, so I got some punching out to do. And then Book of Leviathans, an expedition in the wild. So these must be your different creatures. Oh, yeah. So here's you traveling around. See if there's an actual... Yep, here we go. So here's like a Leviathan. So here's some bull that's covered in these diseases you have to clear off of them. See if there's any cool, super cool... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Artwork's okay. I would say the artwork is fine. You haven't played Valheim yet? Ooh, that's a pretty creepy looking creature. But yeah, that's the whole point of the game. Is this is the board you'll be playing on, and you're going to be moving your characters cooperatively through this character, removing, I guess it's sores. Ooh, it comes with the tray that's already ready to be sorted. Ooh, and nice dice. Look at these. Look at these. I like dice. If you heard my last criticism of the last board game I unboxed, the camp survival game, Camp Grizzly, I didn't like the dice, and I had a lot of criticism in chat because I didn't like the dice. I gave that thing like a 9 out of 10 for production value, or 8 out of 10 for production value, and like spewed goodness all over the game. And I said one thing, and people in chat were like, "Oh, how dare you tell me the dice are poopy?" Like, well, the dice are poopy. I'm sorry. You should have put better dice in there. One of the people from actual company commented and said, "Oh, well, that was a design choice." I'm like, well, you should have done something different. So you've got your double layers, a creative double layer board. So it's got a back area here, and then you've got your areas for your dice to go and your player card, which I'm guessing, yep. Here's your different cards. This must be like an ability card. And then, yeah, let's crack these open. These feel much nicer, and they come with a cigarette pack. Yeah. Beer had a fun stream last night. You were playing that spooky Animal Crossing game. Did you end up marrying your hunky bearded man in the woods there? Yeah, very nice cards. These cards you don't see through. They're the... I don't know if you can see that. It's got the texture. That's how you know you got good cards. Hey, what's up, Paul? Yeah, the dice in the other game sucked. So yeah, these must be your abilities. Daredevil, block 1. Then after the block effect resolves, climb 1, strike 1, or become focused. Herald. I like a guy named Harold. That's cool. Gadgeteer. So yeah, you've got different cards for different things. Clumsy, confused. Oh, these must be bad things. You're numb. Oh, yep. You can definitely tell that's a bad cards. Artwork's pretty cool. Again, this is a new company. Never heard of them. I don't know what this is. I don't know what all this stuff in the tray. Let's look at the characters. So these are your miniatures. So they're double-sided wood. Are they actually double-sided? They are! Whoa! That has nothing inside of it. That one does. That one also. That's just the arm. Oh, that's supposed to be your backside. Yep, that's your backside. That's your front side. Okay, that's cool. That one looks like a puppy dog over here. The pink one, purple one. So, yeah, I dig the premise. I like a boss battler. I like cooperative games, and the fact it has that Shadows of the Colossus theme going for it, it's got me kind of hyped. You know, I can't lie. Dice, baby. Are you Vanilla Ice? Oh yeah, the Moonlight Peaks. Not yet. He is playing the long. Yeah, but you got his hearts up to 4 hearts last time, sir. Okay. Oh, so here's little cards for each area. Again, much better production value on the cards. Again, this is a $60 game, but there's more here. There's far more here than what's inside the gang. So I think the gang should have charged $45, and then you know, probably been a $38 game and come with really good cards. I've been all about it. You hate playing hard to camp. Tabby, don't tell Tony that. You're supposed to make him feel like he worked real hard for this. Special rules. Sage. Setup. Yeah, still really good production cards. Pretty easy to read. The text is very easy to read. That makes me happy. All right. And then... Oh, well, that punched out on its own. Oh, look, and that goes right there. And this is where something with exclamation points go. And they look to be hexagonal shaped. Which I don't have anything hexagonal shaped? I don't know. I don't know what goes in these spots. I'm going to crack this open later, but that definitely goes there. And that can go there for now. Oh, wait, forgot to put these away. Boom. I mean, you know, in the end, you gotta love me. Just do it already. Got it. Oh, Book Leviathans. Sentinel. So they got 17 different enemies. Oh, yeah. So here's the tortoise. Pretty nice artwork. Oh, that one's pretty cool. Ooh, we got like a Hydra tree. And each eyeball's infected. Okay. I dig it. Oh, I think the book's got to go in because there's, yep. You can even see where that goes there and that goes there and this goes here. I will give that probably an 8 out of 10, I think, for now. Moon Crab Games. I wonder what else they've made. They're from Minnesota. Minnesota. But that is Leviathan Wilds. So let's take a look at the last game. So this one, I think most people in chat are going to like because I think everyone's a fan of this IP. And that is Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. It's a Z-Man game. And what's cool about this is if you've ever played, it's over here in my board game shelf, it's not there, Pandemic. This uses the Pandemic, a variation of the Pandemic mechanic to play the Lord of the Rings game. The game is $64. $64. It's a cooperative game. And if you like Pandemic, artwork is really, really good. This is my kind of artwork where it's like that somewhat realistic, but definitely cartoony. Like, I love that kind of artwork style. And this is also 1 to 5 players. So there's a solo option for this. Game length is 1 hour to over 2 hours. That's, I think, the only thing, but it does use the Pandemic system. So if you guys don't know, Pandemic is one of the original, like, not original board games, but it definitely came out in that era of like Catan, Pandemic, and stuff like that, where you do stuff and then the board does a bunch of stuff. And yeah, so basically we're trying to do the story of, I believe it's getting the ring to Mordor or something. I can't remember. So let's see here. 2 characters lending their way to ability to protect Frodo. Yeah, battle enemies. So yeah, basically doing the story of Lord of the Rings from getting them from probably the Shire to Mordor. So yeah. And production value, I think, is going to be pretty good. Z-Man Games is kind of mid when it comes to production value, in my opinion. They don't go crazy. They don't go hard in the paint when it comes to production value. So, yep, that is a Z-Man box. It is that linen finish cardboardio. Ages 14 and up. This is the hardest weight game. The nice thing about the first 2 games is they were much lower weight. I think the Gang is like low weight, and then the Leviathan Wilds is low middle weight. Yeah, that artwork is, that's my kind of artwork. Like that took an artist. No AI there. Okay. Ooh. Yep, that smells like a Z-Man game box. So Fate of the Fellowship. 24-page rulebook. We do have to construct a dice tower. Oh, wow, it actually has the Eye of Sauron tower, dice tower. So that'll be fun. Big board. That is a big board. Yep. Yep, there's yep. Yep, that is a whoa. Whoa. Yep, there's the Shire. Here's Misty Mountains. Here's Mirkwood. We got Mordor and oh, Gondor. Yep. Yep. Minas Tirith. And yeah. So yeah, you can oh, there's Rivendell. Rivendell. Yeah, very nice. Is there anything on the backside? Nope. So boom. And this must be the dice tower in the box. Nope, these are miniatures. Okay. Wow, we got paper wrap cards. We've got stuff and things. All right, so these must be all the bad guys. Wow, those are tiny pieces. Oh, look, nice dice again. Look at this. Look at these dice. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, Camp Grizzly, why couldn't you make... Look at that. Those are marble dice. They got custom icons. I don't know what they mean, but they're here. You know? And this game was cheaper than your game. Your game was more expensive. And your game was on a Kickstarter. This was not. Just saying. Just saying, guys. All right. What's in here? Oh, here's your character pieces. So here's some yep, there we go. Look at that. We got some very nice. Wow, you got all these characters. These are all the characters. You got Samwise and yep. Yep. You got everybody in here. Where's me? Am I in this game? Let's see. Is there a short dude with an axe? Oh, here's Gollum. Schmeagle. Schmeagle. Come on, you can do a camera. Yep. Yep, there I am. There's me. There I am in all my glory. Yeah, the map is really nice. That looks really clean. Come on. Quit being goofy. So that's most of the characters there, but there are more characters in... Where did it go? This thing. Oh, yeah, yep. You got your flying bad guys. I'm guessing these guys are flying everywhere. Yep. You got your flying baddies. They're moving around, the ghouls. Ghoul riders. And I'm guessing these are on horses? Nope, just more flying ghouls. And you got bases because they are flying. I will build those later. That'll be a build later project for me. That must be the eyeball. And here's some tracking tokens, and these must be more tokens. More tokeny doos. So I don't know if these are... The red ones are bad guys. The other colors are whatever, but... I feel like the red ones are bad guys. I don't know what it is about that, but... I feel those are bad guys. Definitely need to 3D print some organization in here, because... Yeah. And here's probably the dice tray. Yep. There's apparently a dice tray in here. We're going to build it. You know what? We're going to build the dice tray. We're going to show you how it's done. So we got more tokens. I would probably pay to get nicer tokens. It's Lord of the Rings. I do have one other Lord of the Rings game, and it's a roll and write, and I liked it. I haven't found anyone else that I've played with that likes it, but I like it. And that's all that really matters. Not really, actually. Because if you can't find anyone that likes it, you're the only one who's going to play it. But let's build this little tower. Let's build it. Oh, look at that. That's so fun. It's the all-seeing eye. It's all being looky and stuff, all creepy. Look at that. It's a flock camera. It's a Middle-earth flock camera. It's going to send you tickets. We're going over the speed limit. Okay. I wonder if this will work. The only thing that would suck about this dice tower is if it doesn't actually go inside the box when you're done building it. Because taking this thing apart and putting it back together again looks like a chore. Looks like a chore. You know me, if a board game is a chore, it's probably a good game. I know there's a, like, Wingspan has a dice tower, but that dice tower is, you build it once, it fits in the box. There's a lot of pieces for a dice tower. I've built some dice towers out of cardboard for board games, but this is quite a bit of stuff. Okay. Empty. 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 Email. Empty. Empty. Okay. Who's emailing me? Oh, my package is on the way. From USPS. That must be my pillow. Not a head pillow. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's a spot for it. Right there. That's where it goes. Okay, let's take a look. So we need 1A and 1B. Okay, so we need what looks to be this piece, and then its twin. I need the twin of this piece. That's this one right here. Not the flock. I know, right? They started putting those in Ohio, haven't they? The old Ohio flocky cameras. Expect you to say not playing. No. Okay. So 1A and 2A. 1A and 2A. Look at that. Look at that. It's even spelled out for you. Look at, I already got, look at this. Look how far I've gotten already. Okay. And then I need a piece. We're going to do this for now. Oh, there's the piece I'm looking for. All right. Yep. 3A, 3B. 3A, 3B. Okay. Look at that. That must be where dice come out of. Okay. And then we need a long piece that has got a lot. Ah, there it is right there. 4A, 4B. And it goes like these. Right there. 4A, 4B. Okay. And then I need a piece that looks like this and a different piece. I need this piece and this piece, it looks like. Maybe not. 8, 8. Yep, 5. Yep. Yep, we got them. No, I'm sorry. We're getting them here. We're getting them here too. Okay. Nope, I didn't pop out these little niblets. Like I'm shooting all the niblets in the box here, where I'm gonna forget to take them out. I'm gonna be like, why are all these things in here? Okay, that goes here, and then this goes here, and then this goes. This is pretty good. This is much better than most Z-Man games. Okay, And then this. Mm-hmm. How does that go in there? I'm confused. That gets blocked anytime I get even near there. Okay. Oh, wait. I'm doing it backwards. That's why it's not working. It goes like this. See? Look at that. Okay. And then I need a piece that looks like this. Is it this? Nope, definitely not that piece. Nope, not those pieces either. Oh, there they are. That's the piece I'm looking for. And wait a minute. I put this on backwards. It goes like this. Okay. And then where are these things? 9A, 9A, 9B, 9B. Okay. Okay. 10A and 10B. Yep, 10A, 10B. Okay. Who dares text message me? Okay. And I need... This is such a complicated tower. Here's a tower piece that I need. Here's a tower piece that I need. These go 11A. Yep, 11A, 11B. No! You stay in your home. We have to finish Ocarina of Time. Are you ready? I think looking at all these board games is making me want to play Baldur's Gate 3. Yes, you do. You should play all the Baldur's Gate. That was a fun game. I played Baldur's Gate as well. I didn't beat it, but I did play it. Okay, we've made some of the tower. Page dose. Oh, we got to work on. So that is this giant piece, right? Nope, it's got. Oh, there it is. Hole 13. Look at that. Boop. 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 Don't stab your finger, Chris. That would be bad. Man, I haven't streamed this long in a while. Boop. 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 I need to finish playing. I beat Pragmata. What do I have left to beat? I do have to play Pocopia. That's on my list. That's on the list. Okay, so I need this one that has the 13. Yep, there's 13. Okay, and then I need this thing that also matches 13. Oh, that's 15, 14. 13 and 16. 16 and 13. Got it. Okay. And then I need the one that says 14, 15. Oh, I guess we're supposed to do that at the same time. So that goes here. Goes here. Okay. And then, ooh, 19. 19 goes here. Yep. And then there's an opposing one that goes here. That's number 20. Okay. And this piece, 22 and 21. $22, $21. Okay. And this, 24. Aha, it's this one. 18A. Oh, okay. That goes up underneath here. That goes here. Got it. And this wraps around. Okay. Okay. All right, we're getting there. I think I got that. Oh, I do have that backwards. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. See? You can't fool a guy who's built some things in his lifetime. I was like, that can't work for a dice roller. It doesn't even randomize. But see, it hits here, goes down that way, and then hits this and comes out. See? I almost made a boo-boo. Okay. All right, it's very horny now. Very horny. Yeah, I've heard nothing but great things about the Pocopia. And then 24 goes here. And this wraps around this way. Oh, look at that. Okay. 25 goes like... 25 goes like this. Okay. And this goes like this. 26 goes like this. Okay. Oh, so scary. Ooh, it's a rocket ship. Ooh. Sorry. I need Sauron's giant flock eyeball. Look at that. Sauron's tower. Okay, and then this goes like this. Oh, yeah. Look at that. All right, let's give it a try. Let's grab some dicey doos. We'll grab the white dice. Those will show up a lot easier on this dark dice tower. Okay. It works. It works well, actually. Yep. Yeah, I think the red ones are bad guys, because that's telling me red. Make a red. Yep. Okay. That is a nice dice tower. And then I got a box full of little chiclets. Come here, little chiclets. You've got to go in the recycling box. Yes, into the recycling box down here. Okay, and then there's tells you where to put it in the box. So this piece comes off like so. And this goes here. I think you gotta take, oh, you gotta take that off. So this goes here. Hey, that doesn't fit there either. Hmm. Hmm. Let me see here. Says it goes here. Yep, that bent it. That bent it. I'm taking these things off too. There we go. Oh, these are supposed to go. Oh my, this cardboard box is falling apart. There we go. And these slide in there. Oh, come on. Slide in there, and this is supposed to go like this. There we go. It fits in there. That's cool. Let's crack open the cards. Oh, real good quality cards. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Then finish cards. Boom. They go there. Look at that. Super secret. Okay. Actions per turn. Travel, move. Yep. And oh, Aragon and Boromir and Arwen and Eomer and Eowyn and Faramir and Frodo Sam. Galadriel, Gandalf, Gimli, Gollum, Legolas, Merry and Pippin. And there's your characters. Cool. I am a fan. And they're big cards, so you can read them from far away, and that makes me happy because I'm getting old. I can't see. Dice will go in the dice tower area. This can go here. This, oh, forgot about this tiny deck of cards. Oh no, what oh no? Yep, and here's all the, yep, and here's the pandemic thing. You'd flip one of these over and be like, all the bad guys are going to Dale. And these are supposed to go here. Like a D's. Supposedly. That's what it says here. It says it right here. Right here. Split small size sleeved cards. Oh, if they're sleeved, you split them into 2 decks. Yeah, well, that's fine. This will go on top. Oh, where did this thing go? I don't remember seeing that when I built it. Oh, this came out of the eye. That was this piece. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it in there. I'm gonna confuse myself months from now. Like, where does this piece go? All right, leave that there. Rule book. Boom. Look at that. It goes back in the box with a built tower. Man, Z-Man, you have regained my... Oh, you're delayed right now, Tabby. I did bend the horn a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, that was Fate in the Fellowship. I'm going to give that like a solid 8 out of 10 again. Dice were custom. The dice tower was actually really nice and fairly easy to build. It fits in the box built. The cards were of good quality. They weren't the best, but they were good quality cards. The board was very pretty. The board was if that was a mat, easy 9 out of 10. Easy 9 out of 10. Yeah. And the characters, I mean, they were screen printed, wooden pieces. I am a fan of miniatures. I think miniatures with Lord of the Rings would have been great, but I think the clear acrylic pieces would have actually been nicer than the wooden ones. That would have easily shot this thing up to a 9, 9.5. If it had like a neoprene matte and a yeah. You are messaging me. Oh, laundry's on the way. Yeah, but that was the 3 games I got. So that was The Gang, Leviathan Wilds, Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. You pick your favorite. You tell me, which one did you like the most in chat? I do want to talk about some games I played recently, because I've been playing games off of my shelf of shame. The first game that I want to talk about, because Rhymenora, Beer knows this human very well, Rhymenora, the Chaos Goblin, she told me to buy Fit to Print. And I was like, okay, I'll buy Fit to Print. And I bought it, and it's fantastic. I've probably played 15 to 20 games of this, multiple gaming groups. Everyone's enjoyed it. They may not have loved it, but they've all enjoyed it. And it's easy. It's 15 to 30 minutes. I think it plays about 20 minutes. The first time you play is definitely 30 minutes. It's quick, it's fun, it's easy. Highly recommend if you have people above the age of like 10. This game's great. Rules are easy. Definitely recommend. Another game I played, and I loved it. So I don't know if you guys have ever played Arnak, the Lost Ruins of Arnak, I believe. I found its replacement for me. And its replacement was Endless Winter. I played 1 game of this, and it has everything fixed that I do not like in Arnak. Arnak is cool. I like Arnak. But my issue with Arnak is it focuses only on my hand, not my face. Focus here, camera. Oh, there we go. What I don't like about Arnak is your resource getting feels trivial, because you can block other people from getting stuff. And this game doesn't, it rewards you for being the first person to get certain resources, but doesn't penalize you by blocking you out of getting certain resources. And the other bonus is that it's just more, it's a better deck builder. So eyes rip your, yeah, stuff's turning in my arm, my big hairy man arms. Arnak is a great worker placement game. This is and like the sub mechanic on there is a deck builder. It's a pretty mediocre deck builder. This is a far better deck builder, and it plays like a really fun Euro. So if you like Euro games, you like Arnak, get this instead. Just get this. Just get rid of Arnak, replace it with this. Far better game, way better deck builder. It's just more fun. It's a more fun game. And like if you ever played Arnak with people who play Arnak, they only do one thing. They go up the skill tree. That's it. They just go up the skill tree to win. It's boring watching them play because they just do the same thing over and over and over again. There's way more ways to win the game in Endless Winter. It just makes it more fun for everyone. You're not just watching someone steamroll you because they played the game 100 times and they know the one way to win the game, which is chasing up the skill tree on the right hand side. So what else I played recently that was amazing? Let me grab it. There have been 2 games that were big hits. So we finally played Joyride, and after you learn the rules and the mechanics, definitely not an easy game to learn. I think it's The mechanic is fun, but it could be a lot more simplified, or they could do a better job describing it. I also don't like the very limited scenarios in the game. It was fun. It was basically Mario Kart meets I don't have it over here easily. It should be actually straight down here. It's probably in my racing game section. But Thunder Road Vendetta. So it was a version of Thunder Road Vendetta that had way more skill. Pretty good game. Like if I were going to give ratings on these games, Endless Winter, 8.5 out of 10. It was a really good game. Better than Arnak. Arnak to me is a 7. It's a really good worker placement game, but it's been surpassed by a lot more worker placement games. Fit to Print, 8 out of 10. Super fun and easy for what it is. Joyride is another 6.5, 7 out of 10. But Orbit has been really popular in our game group. This Reiner Knizia game, really fun artwork. It's a really interesting game that I thought I was going to like, but we end up loving. Our game group loves Orbit. Yeah, the artwork on Joyride is amazing. And there's like 4 different versions of this game now. So, and the pieces are amazing. It's got, let me pop this thing open so I can show you the cars. Joyride. Oh, everything got all scrambly dude in here. It's fine. Fine. So yeah, these are the big chunky car pieces. And then I think there's, yeah, that's if you get timed out. Really fun. Definitely get the expansions so you can get more cars and all that. It's got dice and yeah, it's got a lot of stuff. I'm gonna have to 3D print some organizer on here because this is all discombobulated. Really fun game, good artwork, harder mechanics than I appreciated. I didn't really appreciate the difficulty of the rules in this game, but once you get them, once you understand them, it makes sense and it's fun to play because you can like spin out other players. So it's like a racing game where you can screw the other player. I guess if I grab the pieces, I can kind of show you. Let me grab the piece and kind of show you how Joyride. And there's rules for all this, but basically, you roll some dice, and you move, and let me grab 3 pieces because it make even more sense. So, if you're on the board, and let's say you're the blue car, and the board actually has like hexagons on it because you can kind of move like this. You always move the front end. So if you're turning right, you actually turn like this, and you move into that space. But let's say you wanted to like do something crazy, you can actually go behind this car and then turn, which then spins this car. And if you keep moving, you'll eventually spin this car out. So you've now knocked this car out of going straight, and this car's out of the angle that it was originally in. And then you can kind of like do this and move around. So if you learn the strategy and the movement, you can really screw over other players because it's very Mario Kart-esque in terms of the maps where you've got checkpoints to go around. Like you got to go a certain way. You can't just go, you know, any way you want. But yeah, you can do fun stuff like, you know, you can hit this car here to hit into that car and then push that car out of the way. And now you've just like destroyed everyone's movement. So super fun. It's just a lot. It is a game I would, if you are good with rules and you watch a bunch of it. I didn't watch any videos. We actually just read the rule book and learned how to play. And I do not recommend that. Do not recommend reading the rule book because there's a rule book and then there's a race. Like this is the race guide right here. This is setting up your things. And this is the official rules, which is 16 pages of just rules. And it's like, what happens when this happens? What happens when that happens? Like you can see here, like I hit this car at this angle and I spin it and then I turn and now it's spun around the wrong way, which screws out a player because turning is a commodity in this game. It's a very rare thing. And like if you crash into it and it can't move, it crashes you and you take damage, which means you get less dice placement. So yeah, it's fun. lot more strategy than I thought it was going to be. And I think that's where it surprised me. I thought it was like, oh, I'm going to be playing a racing game, and all the racing games don't have a whole ton of strategy. But yeah. And then Orbit is a ton of strategy, but the rules are very simple. There's very little you can do wrong in this game. And I 3D printed inserts for it, which makes me happy. But, oh no, everything is all pooped out of the bag. Oh no. Actually, someone put it away wrong. Ugh. Who put this game away wrong? The big bag of bits doesn't go here. It goes in the box. Oh yeah, everything's discombobulated in here. That goes there. Oh no! No, no, that doesn't go there. Yeah, these are all discombobulated. What's funny is this game is only... This is the first time I've ever seen it this discombobulated. Normally it stays in pretty good order. And I think it's because this bag was put in the wrong spot. Because this bag normally gets folded on top of here. And that protects all that from getting all discombobulated. And these go here. There's all your planets over here, and this little planet board I made. Oh, this goes on top of here. This goes here. See, that's why it's all discombobulated. See, I didn't put the game away. I didn't put the game away. I let my friends do it. Shouldn't let them put my board games away. I'm about to call a shop and see if they have the gang. The gang is super fun. If they can't find it, let me know, and I can order the gang from... I think they had like 4 or 5 copies. They even had a base version, so if you don't want to pay the $32, you can get... But the gang is super fun, from what I've seen. But again, I knew very little about any of these games I picked up today besides the Fate of the Fellowship. I played it online, didn't like it, but I wanted to give it a real try. And if I hate it, I can always sell it, you know? But I do like the mechanic. I do like the pandemic system. And then the last game we played that I really, really liked was Bomb Busters. So this is a cooperative puzzle solving game where you're trying to decode the code on the bomb, and it was super fun. We played like 4 games of this in a row. Everyone really loved it. Even, you know, one of our guys, Corey, he's not the best at strategy like this, and he loved it, and he was good at it too. He did some really smart moves here. I can see why this won so many awards. Like this won like the Spiel des Jahres in 2025. It won a bunch of other game awards. It was very hard to find for a while, so yeah. I have to have the card decks back in order suit. I don't put it back in suit, but I definitely put it back in where it needs to be. Like those cards go with those cards go with these cards. They don't have to be in order. There are some games where they have to be in order. Like I know Call of Cthulhu has a bunch of stuff that's in order, and Ryan and I played a game, and we really liked it. Mansions of Madness, the cards have to go. Yeah, Beer Nose. Bomb Busters is really good. And that's super fun with a group. Especially if you have a good thinky group. If you have a group of friends that are really, really... they don't have to be smart, but they can observationally learn. Like, they don't need to be handheld too hard. But tonight is board game night, and I really want to bust out the gang and Leviathan Wilds. I know I've been trying to go through my shelf of shame, and it's getting pretty thin, and I've either played single player of it, but I do have some games in here I really want to try with my friends. Today is going to be, I think, Corey and Ryan, and maybe Dave and Haley, so that's going to be 5 people if everyone shows up. Let's see if Dave has gotten back to me. He hasn't gotten back to me. He's at work, though. But yeah, I'll have to take a look. Depending on the number of players, I think it's going to be the gang. And oh, another game. I have one last game that I played that I really, really liked, and it was Veil of Eternity. And I don't know where I put that. I think it's in the other room. I set it down. Veil of Eternity was amazing. It's a tableau builder that is very interesting. Corey and I played like 3 or 4 games of it last week, and it's a game I didn't like playing online because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand what was going on. But once I played it in person, the game made sense. It was super fun. I can see why people really like that game. Only knock I have on it is the depth is a little low. So like when you've played the game maybe 10 times, you've kind of seen the game. There is an expansion for it. It needs more expansions, is basically what I'm saying. And it's still not focused on me. There we go. Thank you, camera. Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna play the gang today. That's gonna be on the list because it'll fit everyone. So if I get 3 people or I get 5 people, we can play the gang. So that's going on the box for the list of tonight. And then if I have less people, maybe get Leviathan Wilds on there. I don't know. But the gang's definitely gonna go on. What can I grab from the Shelf of Shame? You know, it might be small box day. Hear me out. I've got some small box games here. I've got Raw and Right, which I think would be a fun game. This is a roll and write, and I've even got scorecards for it. Should be more of them in. Oh, yep, they're all stuck in the lid because they all came out slightly larger than the actual game because I had to laminate them. So, yep. So, Rotten Right might be fun for today. Haven't done too many Smurfing rights, as they like to call them, because there's rolling rights and flipping rights and yeah, a whole bunch of rights game. Now, you know what? We're just gonna not put those in the box. We're just gonna hang them outside the box. I do really like Raw, so small box day. What's one more small box that I can grab for tonight? That I haven't played. I think it's time. I've had this game on my shelf for probably 2 years. It's called Cryptid. Wonderful artwork. Yeah, it's a deduction game where you work against each other using each other's clues to deduce where the cryptid is hiding. And I've been wanting to play this forever, so these are going to be my games for today. Cryptid, Raw and Right, and the gang. So I've got 2 easy games and a slightly heavier game. Not knowing the number of people that are going to be here, but they all play with the minimum number I know I have. I know I have at least 3 people today. So either, yeah. Yep. And they're shorter. So, I mean, 20 minutes for Raw and Right, 20 minutes for the gang, and I think it's 30 to 40 minutes for the Cryptid. 30 to 50 minutes, and it's 3 to 5. So, you know, depending who shows up, I'll have everything covered. So I just got to watch the rules on all 3 games. So I've got homework to do. Yeah. On that note, I think it's time for me to disappear. Beer, Tabby, Paul. I didn't see anybody else in chat, but those are the main 3 that I saw. Thank you so much for coming by and on this impromptu stream. I was like, I just have to, yep, that's everybody. I just knew I had to stream. It's been a while. Hopefully I'll have more time to stream. I will have more time to stream once all the stuff with Oscar Mike is done for the, you know, the year. I'll just have weddings, but that's one day, and then I just have to edit, which means I'll be sitting at the computer all day, so I'll be like, I need a break. So I'll just plan breaks, and that'll be an editing. Break from editing will be streaming. And also, I can join in on the Tabby Cat podcast again. I might be able to do it this coming Monday. Yes, you do, Beer. There's some, dude. If you ever need a recommendation on a game, like a dictionary, like an encyclopedia. But definitely, I'm most excited. I think out of the pile, I'm most excited about Leviathan Wilds. But that also could be the biggest bust, because boss battling games can be hit or miss, from my experience. It's either they're done well, like Valheim was super ruly, but they gave you an amazing intro to the game to teach you the rules, and then it was very hard. It's a very hard game, but that's good. You keep playing it until you win. Veil of Eternity, highly recommend if you like tableau. It's kind of an interesting tableau combo game. If you like Lord of the Rings, this has been probably the most popular game of last year, besides Bomb Busters, and something else was super popular. Because again, this year is rough. This year for me has been very hard to find games I like. Gen Con was just up, and there was maybe like 2 games I was interested in. Eschenspiel is coming up, I think, next month, and it's like there's nothing really that I'm like super hyped on. I have a bunch of board games that I'm waiting for from Kickstarter. Like I've got Ice 2nd edition, the new Cosmoctopus game is coming. I got the Puerto Rico super duper special edition. It comes like a boat, but those aren't coming until like 2 of those games aren't coming until like 2027. So and some games are way behind. Like Ice 2nd edition was supposed to come out like last year. So Kickstarter and tariffs and all the bullshit has been a struggle for board games. And nothing really new. And again, at my shelf of shame, I wanted to whittle it down. So now it's whittled down quite a bit. There's maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 14 games on the shelf of shame. That's way better than I was. This thing was full. This thing was full. And even though there's a bunch of stuff in there, I've played them. Like I've played Fit to Print like 5 or 6 times. And 2 of those games I got for free because my buddy's moving. So he gave me Star Wars Rebellion and Sun Jutsu. So gotta find time. So on that note, have a wonderful day. Everyone go check out Beer streams and Tabby streams and Paul's streams. Yeah, I'm gonna go disappear and do some stuff and then have lunch. So I went grocery shopping. That was my whole point, was to go out and grocery shop. And I was like, but the board game store is nearby. I haven't been there in like 2 months. So board game store, grocery shopping, spent way too much money, came home. Yeah. And then I got to go to the range probably this weekend. So it's going to be an expensive week, but whatever, I earned it. Peace out, y'all. Have a good time. Thank you for stopping by, and do good things. Maybe, perhaps, or not.